So we're here at Trainfest 2010 with Marty Naul from Digitrax. He is the sales manager. He's sharing with us the brand new Digitrax Zephyr Xtra. And one of the neat things is, I have a small layout Marty at home and in scale, and I've got two throttles that I control, but it's traditional DC, and I'm thinking about moving up to DCC, and I think this might be the way to go. So hopefully you might be able to tell us what makes this special and different than the original Zephyr, and how that will help a new person.
Okay, Shane. First of all, if you've got a layout, you've got these two analog DC throttles. You probably have a fairly hefty investment in them. They're $50 a piece, $75 a piece. You won't lose the use of those. If you upgrade to DCC and use the Zephyr Xtra, what we have back here are two jump ports. And what you do is you take the DC track output from each power pack. You go from one power pack to the ground terminal and jump 1, and the other power pack to the ground terminal and jump 2 on here, and this converts the track output voltage on those power packs to a DCC signal, essentially converting your power packs to 2 additional DCC throttles. So right out of the chute, you've got 3 throttles.
So I've got 3 throttles. I can control 3 trains independently.
That's correct. That's absolutely
wow, that's
correct.
a great feature.
Yes, it is. Digitrax holds the patent on that. The Zephyr Xtra is now the only system that we have that offers those jump ports, and it's a great selling tool for someone who's trying to get into DCC, but they've got those analog power packs and they're trying to figure out what to do with them. Some of the other features here, our original Zephyr system offered you a keypad where you were able to access up to 9 functions on a DCC decoder. Some of the newer sound decoders have as many as 29 functions on board. So we added these keys over here. There's a 10 multiplier key and a 20 multiplier key, and by utilizing those keys with the regular function keypad, you can now access all 29 functions on those new sound decoders.
So that'll allow me then to unlock the full sound potential of any of my locomotives.
That's correct.
Okay.
Some of the other features we have, the original Zephyr, the booster section was a 2.5 amp booster. We've upgraded that in the new Zephyr Xtra to a 3 amp booster to give you a little more power to run more trains. We've increased the library memory of the system. The original Zephyr had 10 locomotive slots and 10 throttle slots. The new Zephyr Xtra gives you access to 20 locomotive slots and 20 throttle slots. So you can actually plug in up to 20 additional throttles to this command station and run 20 locomotives at one time if you've got the power.
Sounds like I need a bigger railroad.
You need a bigger railroad. You need more trains. You need more decoders.
Now, you mentioned power and going from 2.5 to 3 amps, and I know by scale it's going to vary a little bit, but roughly how many locomotives could I run maybe an HO off this? Or
in HO, a 3 amp system will enable you to run about 6 locomotives at one time.
Okay, and in scale?
In scale, you could probably run up to 20.
Really?
Because they don't pull much current.
Okay.
Okay. Another thing we have done, we've started including a universal power supply with this system. This is the new PS314. It can be used anywhere in the world. It can run on anything from 100 volts to up to 240 volts. And when we ship it, whatever country it goes to, you'll just add the line cord to go to the wall for whatever country it gets shipped to. And this can be used anywhere in the world. So we've solved the power supply problem.
So it makes it pretty flexible.
Yes, it does. Yes,
now, one thing, of course, my layout's wired for cab control, and I'm sure a lot of folks who are moving up come from cab control. Is it pretty simple then to wire my railroad for DCCs?
Yes, it is. If you've already got a layout wired for cab control, all you really need to do is wire this in where one of your cabs is already installed, and just dial all of your track blocks over to that cab, and you're done.
That simple.
It's that simple.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yes, it is.
And then, of course, with decoders, I can as I progress, I would assume then I can control at least one of my analog locomotives at a time as I start to add decoders to my fleet.
That's right. With the Digitrax system, we've reserved address 00 to power analog locomotives. So you can run one analog locomotive with your DCC system, and you can run it right along with all of your digital locomotives.
That's awesome. Well, Marty, I really appreciate you taking the time to explain to me what my next steps are to move into DCC, and really appreciate your time this afternoon. Thanks a lot. Have a great show. Thank you very much.
Thanks.